Hello, my name is Sydney Argo, and today we are going to be going over the current event that starfish are turning into goo from bacteria. This is the link to my current event article, my citation as well. An analysis of the article. So, a new study that came out this month has proved that bacteria is killing off starfish because there are so many bacteria in the ocean now. The article stated that when there are too many bacterial cells, they use up so much oxygen that they are suffocating the starfish. So basically, they're using all the oxygen, and the starfish, there's none left for the starfish. And when the starfish are left without oxygen, they actually melt into a literal puddle of slime, and this disease is called sea star wasting disease. And while it is not contagious, it does cause sort of a snowball effect because the dying starfish generate more organic matter, causing the bacteria to grow on more healthy starfish. So basically, once this starts, it won't stop. And the GSE Science Standard that I picked is for 5th grade, and it is obtain, evaluate, and communicate information about how microorganisms benefit or harm larger organisms. And the first part of this standard is construct an argument using scientific evidence to support a claim that some microorganisms are beneficial. And the opposite of this is construct an argument using scientific evidence to support a claim that some microorganisms are harmful. So it would probably be closer to the second one. Some additional resources that I have an article from CBS News that talks about the new findings. I have an article from ScienceAlert.com, and I have a short video from MSN that talks about the starfish turning into goo. The relationship between the article and the GSE standard. So the GSE standard is related to the article because it gives students an example of a harmful microorganism relationship. And this example can be used to form an argument that the microorganism is harmful for the starfish. Because of this standard, students should be expected to explain why the microorganisms are harmful to the starfish. And some teaching strategies, ideas, and activities. After sharing this article with the class, I would have the class work in pairs or groups to find other articles that correlate with this. There's a lot of research out there on this topic, a lot of videos, a lot of activities, things like that. And then the groups could share with the class. So I would have each group try to find a different article and have them all talk about it when they're done. Another thing that goes along with this is have the students work in groups to find another harmful relationship between a microorganism and a bigger organism. After doing this, they can make informational posters to share with the class. You could even put them around the class, just have them get up and present, things like that. And finally, we could have the students look at samples of microorganisms under microscopes. This would be probably the best activity that I could think of. That's the best hands-on activity. Because having them actually see the microorganisms for themselves can be very beneficial. After looking at them, they can draw what they see and describe it to another student or write down their description, things like that. Other content areas. So the first one that I would use would be ELA. I would use this article to teach argumentative writing. Students could take a stance on if they think the microorganisms are bad for starfish or good for starfish, and they could use this article as evidence to write their paper. And this correlates with the 4th grade standard, ELA GSE 4W1, which is write opinion pieces on topics or texts supporting a point of view with reasons. So this could be their reasons, this article. And then the second one would be to write an informative paper. Students would gather information about this topic to write an informative paper. They could use this article as well as any of the articles that I put on there, and this would correlate with ELA GSE 4W2, which states write informative or explanatory text to examine a topic and convey ideas and information clearly. And here are my references.